here's the calendar for the week. On Thursday, September 12th, it will be early release day, and we get out at 1:30.
Also on Thursday, we have the premiere of Screenagers from 6 to 8 p.m. in Hillcrest Hall.
Thursday, September 12th, the screening of the Screenager movie.
Here is an interview of Mr. Dietz talking about the premiere.
Hello, Mr. Dietz. How's your day today?
It's going pretty well today. I'm a little tired after back to school night, but it's been a great Friday so far at Hillcrest today.
Can we ask you a few questions about the Screenager movie?
I would love to have a few questions being asked about Screenagers. Absolutely.
Do you have any thoughts on Screenagers, and can you give us a description of the movie?
Yes, I'm really excited that we're going to be hosting a showing of Screenagers on Thursday, September 12th. It's a movie it's a documentary that looks at technology use among young people and about how that's affected them and their lives and the people around them. I think it's an interesting documentary for parents to come in and get information about that, and to make sure that parents can make their educated choices about how much technology access, screen time, giving kids phones that they will do with their own kids. I think it's good to have both sides of that picture so parents can know kind of what's going on. Because again, it's the technology's moved so quickly in the last few years. Suddenly, it's changed so much. I think everyone needs that education to help them.
This week on our Meet the Teacher segment, we interviewed Mr. Collins.
And with that, here's the video.
Hello, Mr. Collins.
Hi, how's it going, Lexi?
Good.
Good.
So we're going to ask you 9 questions today.
9? Okay.
What do you do here at Hillcrest?
Well, this year I am the maker teacher and the drama teacher. And I will also be directing the spring musical.
What do you think about the new block schedule?
It messes with my flow a little bit. I used to have my system very steady, very predictable, so I'm getting used to it. I think I like it, but it's taken me a little time to get used to it.
Okay. What are you doing in your classes?
Well, in the maker classes, we started by making name tags, and we're getting into writing write-ups of what we're making in our maker notebooks. And then today we did a paper tower challenge where the students built towers out of printer paper to see who could build the tallest tower.
Our occupation.
Before teaching, I managed a home center where we sold building materials. So yeah, I know my way around like plywood and lumber and concrete.
What do you think about Hillcrest?
I love Hillcrest. I love it here. This is my 14th year at Hillcrest, and it is just such an amazing place. I love the people I work with. I love the students I work with, their parents. It's the best place ever.
What is your favorite basketball team?
Do I have to like basketball?
No.
I don't hate basketball, but I'd have to say the Warriors, of course, because the Warriors. But yeah, I'm not a massive sports guy.
Do you have a favorite baseball team?
Giants.
Giants. And then what about football?
49ers. It's got to be Giants and 49ers. I couldn't possibly be a Raiders and A's fan.
When did you know you wanted to become a teacher?
I was probably about 30 when I decided working in selling building materials wasn't really going to be the best thing for my future. So I decided to go get a teaching credential and become a teacher and never look back.
What is your favorite restaurant or food?
Restaurant. I love Italian food, and probably Cucina Paradiso in Petaluma is my numero uno.
3 fun facts about yourself.
3 fun facts. I play guitar badly. I love music of just about all kinds. Some I don't love as much. And I love the outdoors. I am a hiker, backpacker, climber, mountaineer, skier, paddler. I've done all that stuff.
Nice. So that's the end of our interview, and thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Collins.
thank you.
Thank you for watching our Meet the Teacher segment.
On August 27th, 6th grade went to a 2-night field trip to Alliance Redwoods.
Here's an interview with Mr. Dexter about the field trip.
So, Mr. Dexter, what are we going to learn on our field trip to Alliance Redwoods?
Hi, first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me here today to share our field trip with you guys. Can you hear me on the microphone?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to learn some things about science, some things about ecology, some things about our environment, but more importantly, we're going there to challenge ourselves on the rope courses and learn to basically step out our comfort zone while still having a good time and supporting our friends.
And Mr. Dexter, what are you excited for on the field trip?
You know, I'm excited for so many different things. I don't think there's enough time on Hillcrest News to cover it all, but most of all, I'm really looking forward to meeting all the new students, having a great time with them, enjoying time outside the classroom, in the outdoors, and just enjoying each other.
Thank you.
We all had so much fun swimming and ziplining. Here are a few pictures about that.
Here are a few students to tell you about it.
What did you learn on the field trip?
I learned about different kinds of animals, how to sit while you're doing zip lining. That's one of them.
What was your favorite part about the field trip?
I like zip lining, the pool. I like the night hike a lot also.
What did you learn on our field trip?
I learned about geology and watersheds and yeah.
It was a fantastic trip!
This is the week sports segment. On Thursday, September 12th, the 7th graders are playing at 4:15. 8th graders are playing at 5:15 at Twin Hills. Friday, September 13th, 7th grade is playing at 4:15 against Willowside home game. And 8th graders are playing at 5:15 against Forestville.
Thank you for watching Hillcrest News. Have a good week.
All right, and welcome back, Hillcrest Middle School. That's right, it is time for year 2 of Dietz and the Greek. That's right, I am Principal Dietz, and he is none other than George the Greek Satiris. Greek,
Dietz!
how was your summer vacation?
It was great, baby. Way too short, let me tell you, but it was a wonderful time, Dietz. It's always great coming back and seeing the children here at Hillcrest Middle School. Had a great summer. Spent a little time in Lake Tahoe.
Well, I can tell you got a little extra sun there.
Got a little extra sun for
You
sure.
didn't go for that higher SPF, you went a little lower
No
there,
SPF.
huh?
The Greeks don't need SPF, even though we invented SPF, right? You know what I mean? We don't need it. We don't need it. Hey, we get a nice brown tan and we look good every single time. Year round, Dietz.
Absolutely, absolutely right there. No, I know. I put my arm out of the windshield out of the car this year and I got a little color and I wasn't used to that for myself right there. So Greek, we're here right now. Brian, we are back in our beautiful brand new studio here at Hillcrest Middle School.
If we could just take a look around, it is a beautiful establishment here. You know, Mr. McDowell, and we got music playing
that's the
here.
thing, and all times it can just happen without even realizing it.
Great music, by the way.
Fantastic, right there.
You know, and McDowell did a great job of putting it all together here. I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to even greater things this year too.
He really put his back into making sure that this whole thing was taken care of pretty well right here. So, but Greek, look, we've got a lot of this going on, but you know what? Most importantly, we have some sports to talk about right now, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Let's start off talking about, last time I checked, I believe tryouts had started for the girls volleyball here at Hillcrest Middle School.
Oh my gosh, and have you seen them practice at all these? Have you been going in the gym at all?
It is at a new level right now here at Hillcrest.
I got to tell you what, I mean, they just keep elevating year after year. That team's going to be great. They're going to be a force to reckon with.
I'm telling you right now, I think we've on a plan on making sure there's plenty of room for banners up in Hillcrest Hall. Because you know what? All we do at Hillcrest, all we do is
win championships.
That's right, and we raise those banners up there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, also, too, it's not just volleyball going on right now, but also, too, I've seen a lot of kids running around Hillcrest as well. Now, of course, they're excited to get to their classrooms, but they're also part of our cross-country team as well, right, Greek?
And what a cross-country team it is, by the way. Hey, they're going to be out there running marathons. Marathon, obviously, invented
there you go. Right there, 26 miles to Athens, baby.
26.2.
There you go. There we are.
But they're running great. You see them out there like gazelles. They're running fast. I mean, they're going to be another force to reckon with, you know, out here in the Sonoma County, you know, running league and whatnot. They're gonna be fantastic. You know?
I mean, again, I didn't even know why we call it a league, because that would mean that some other school has a chance to beat us, which I don't think is going to happen.
There's no competition against us. There's no competition.
Absolutely. So now, Greek, let's get something I know that's very, very close to your heart right now. Of course, flag football. Woo! Now, so how's that? Now, again, we had a little rough season last week. I don't want to say your chair was warm, but there was a little bit of a hot seat going on last year.
Hey, it was a little bit of a hot seat. The kids were great. We had a wonderful time. It didn't show in the record, you know, in the win-loss column. But, you know, we're building a foundation here, Dietz. We're building a foundation. And I think this group, with these 8th graders coming in this year, they coached with me, worked with me last year, we expect bigger and better things. And look at the 6th and 7th grade. My goodness.
Fantastic group of kids.
We got about 26 graders out there. We're out there practicing. Saw them yesterday. And then those 7th graders, we scrimmage with them. I mean, watch out 7th graders as well. I mean, for everyone else out there, we've got a great team across the board, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You know, we're building a great program here. Great program. Much like, you know, Alabama, the Clemsons of the world, you know, the Oklahomas of the world, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely right there. Now, also too, is there any? Now, again, rumor has it that next year,
yes,
HBO is talking about Hard Knocks, Hillcrest Middle School. Where are the rumors about that going on, Greg?
Well, I'm here to tell you that those rumors were true. We had to turn them down this year. You know, we weren't quite ready this year to go with it, but next year Hard Knocks will be here. It'll be quite annoying, to be honest. You got the cameras and, you know, the microphones all over you, but, you know, we got to do it because they want us to do it. It's our turn to do it. So, you know, John Gruden, he's going to look like a saint compared to me. Let me tell you that right now.
Well, I was going to say, but we better watch that language there, Greek. We're still middle school, all right, there. So now, Greek, of course, today is a very, very special day. So for me, it's like...
It's New Year's Day.
I look at it almost like December 25th, because you know what? It is the opening day of the NFL season right here. That's right. The best day, the start of the best season of the entire year. Now, Greek, of course, the NFL is celebrating their 100th anniversary with a big game tonight. The Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. Greek, what do you think about that matchup tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, I know the Bears got a defensive end. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I believe he was Khalil Mack. He was traded by the Raiders last year. Your team, the Raiders, traded him.
Might have heard of the guy. Don't really know how.
He was quite dominant last year, Greek, actually. As a matter of fact, honestly, the Raiders could have used him on their team.
Oh, let's settle down, Dees. We'll talk about the Raiders.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. But yeah, we'll take the Packers with the victory tonight. I know the Bears had a great year last year, but you can't go against the Cow product that is Aaron Rodgers, you know what I mean? So I'm never going to go against A-Rod, the real A-Rod, and they'll take care of business tonight, so.
Absolutely right there. Totally agree. Now, let's talk about, I think Packers do have this one tonight there.
By the way, Dietz, it might be 100 years of the NFL, but the NFL really started when the Raiders were established 60 years ago. So that 40 years prior, it means nothing to me.
That was
right?
just
That was nothing.
kind of the dark times right there. The
That's
dark
right.
times.
That is right.
All right, well, agree. Let's go talk about a couple of our local teams right now. The San Francisco 49ers have to travel across to another bay.
Yes.
Go to Tampa Bay to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right here, which again is my team.
That's right.
It's been a long suffering, except for 2002. It's been a long suffering time to be a Buccaneers fan. But Greek, what do we think about those Niners this year?
Wait, as much as I despise both teams, I'm not a fan of either team. We'll go with Jimmy G and the 49ers coming out with the victory, going down to the other bay, like you said, Tampa Bay, again the victory. 24-21.
24-21 right there. That's right. Well, some of my friends who live in Nevada think that Tampa's going to win by 1 point. So, you know what? We'll see what happens with that right there, okay?
Well, that's why they live over here and I live in California, the greater state, and that's why I'm the Greek and they're not.
There we go, my friend. So, look, I don't know what you're doing for the rest of your weekend, but I know for a fact, Monday night, at 7:20, your TV will be tuned. Actually, I don't even know. You may actually be sitting at the stadium itself right there.
The Greek will be in the black hole, getting ready to take down those donkeys.
That's right.
The Denver Broncos. It will not be. Antonio Brown's going to have 5 touchdowns in the first half. It's going to be an absolute slaughter. Raiders 56, Broncos 3. Write it down right now.
56 Broncos, right? Okay, that is quite a prediction.
That is a great prediction.
That we have going on right there.
Fangio and your defense, you're nothing against Antonio Brown and Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, and my boy Abrams at safety, just going to light him up. It's going to be quite the fireworks on the field and off the field because we've been having a great time in the black hole, in the biggity-o, Deets. That's it. Last year in Oakland, so we're going to enjoy it.
I kind of feel like we might want to mark this tape so we can come back to it next week when we're going over the results right there, Greek. But again, I mean, that would be the last game of week 1. But you know, this is time for our predictions right now there, Greek. So tell me, who do you like for going to the Super Bowl this year? What are your feelings? Like, what is going to be the teams that emerge out of the league this year?
We're going to go from the NFC. We'll go with the New Orleans Saints.
Okay, there we go. Drew Brees right there, huh?
They should have been there last year. Obviously, they got robbed. And out of the AFC, I mean, AFC Championship game, it's going to be the Cleveland Browns versus the Oakland Raiders. And
we have got a major call right there.
Right.
So we got Baker. We have Baker Mayfield versus Derek Carr in the championship.
You're gonna have the greatest duo of quarterback receiver. You got Baker Mayfield, you got OBJ, and you got Derek Carr, and you got AB. Raiders with the victory going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna win 31-24.
31-24. My, that is quite a call right there.
That's right.
So last couple of things here, Greg. What's going to be the biggest surprise in the NFL season this year?
The biggest surprise is that the Oakland Raiders are going to go undefeated, 16-0, and then they're going to win the Super Bowl. That's the biggest surprise right there. Not a surprise to the Greek, but a surprise to everybody else who's a non-believer and who doesn't know football, doesn't watch football, doesn't understand football like the Greek does these.
Yes. Somehow those things seem incongruent when you talk about them in that kind of way with that prediction. Who is going to be the biggest, the biggest surprise on a negative side? Who is going to have the biggest downfall this year, Greg?
You know what? On the negative side, let's go with. I think the Rams are going to have a down year. I think a lot of people are expecting. And I love Jared Goff. That's my boy. Cal product from Novato as well. You know what I mean?
Novato. But he did play for Marin Catholic. Come on. There's no self-respecting person from Marin who didn't go to Marin Catholic who didn't like him because of where he went to in Marin High School.
No comment whatsoever. However, I think the Rams will actually take a step back this year. It's always they're going to have that hangover from the Super Bowl. Like the Raiders haven't recovered since 2002.
There we go.
I don't think it'll be that long for them, but I think they're going to have a little disappointing year as compared to what the prognosticators, the quote-unquote prognosticators, think of what they're going to do.
There we go. Of course, the only one who matters is you, of course, Greek, right there.
That's it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, look, we are back. This is edition number 1 of Deets and the Greek for the 2019-2020 school year. We're looking forward to another great year here at Hillcrest Middle School. Let's go Hawks and all that. George, what else, Miss Greek, what else we got to say right now?
Soar, Hawk, soar.
Soar, Hawk, soar.